Super Mario Maker has been out for a couple of weeks now, and I think it's safe to say that the creation process is sort of settled. With a bit of time and hindsight, I've started to see some unintentional patterns in level design due to the systems Nintendo put in place within the game. Not to blame Nintendo, I think most of what they implemented has good intentions, but the internet works fast, and as such their game has already achieved a metagame. At the start, you can only upload 10 levels online in Mario Maker. Once your levels get a certain number of stars, which is essentially somebody else favoriting your level, you get a medal that allows you to upload 10 more. This is intended for people to always be trying to up their game and figure out how to create good levels that people will favorite, thus rewarding them with more space to share creations. However, this isn't really the case. If you take a look at the top rated creators, they've sort of set a precedent for what it takes to get medals. You either do one of two things: make levels that play themselves and look really flashy, or just be popular on the internet to begin with. You'll find that the top creators almost exclusively fall into one of these two categories, and because there's a special place where they get showcased at all times, the rich get richer, as they say. There are a few reasons why I believe that this is the case, and for the most part it has to do with the game very conspicuously lacking some important tools to mitigate these levels. As somebody very obviously super interested in level design, I want to see levels with interesting puzzles, or creative use of mechanics, and new and unique ideas. How do I find these levels, you ask? Well, I mean, it beats me. There's no way to find levels other than having them thrust upon you in the 100 Mario Challenge, or dumb luck with the up-and-coming list. To be fair, I did get the dumb luck find once. Code for that great puzzle-based level is on screen right now, but this is the exception to the rule. If I want to find good levels, I need to be doing it outside of the game, on Twitter or in a community made for level sharing on a site like Reddit. To this, I say no. This ain't Destiny, and I'm not basing my game experience off of being able to use a web browser. There needs to, at the very least, be a pre-made tagging system in Mario Maker. Give me maybe a dozen preloaded tags that I can rate a level with once I'm done playing it. Stuff like very hard or puzzle. That way, enough ratings will sort that level into a list of similarly tagged levels, allowing ease of finding levels that are relevant to my interests. This also means we could have top-rated creators of different styles instead of an ambiguous Best Guy award to the dude who made 20 autoplays. The next major issue is something I'm sure you've been saying to yourself while watching the video. We need a damn checkpoint in the creator, Nintendo. We need the checkpoint. It's crucial to being able to make cohesive levels that are both challenging and rewarding. Do you want to make a long level that's also difficult? Good luck getting people to play that, because dying at the end of a long level is the most discouraging thing if you have to start all over again. Not to say that people won't play your level, but they'll definitely be much less inclined to put in the work to finish it. Some people have found creative ways around this, such as making later parts of the level reveal secret paths earlier in the level that allow you to skip ahead, kinda like a checkpoint, but that can't be used in every single situation. Checkpoints are important. Give us those, please. And finally, the thing that I think we all assumed would be in the game and isn't, we need overworlds. The reason there's a metagame for level design in Mario Maker is that the levels in a real Mario game aren't designed to be experienced all on their own. Levels in every single 2D Mario game ever come one after another and usually have a system of introducing you to an idea or mechanic, showing you the capabilities of that mechanic, and then testing you on it for the next couple of levels. Instead, we're forced to compress entire worlds worth of ideas into a single stage, which in turn lengthens that level, which in turn sends people away because of the lack of checkpoints. Shameless plug, but go play my level Unlikely Companion. I experimented with the mechanic and made a puzzle level out of it, but I feel like it would have been more at home over the course of 3 or 4 levels, each one becoming progressively harder. On one hand, I'm pleased with the outcome, but on the other, I know it could be done in a much better way. I'm not asking for fully customizable overworlds like in Super Mario World. All I want is the exact same overworld from the 10 and 100 Mario challenges. Allow me to adjust how many levels there are, probably between 2 and 16, and then just place them in order. People could then in turn star the entire overworld as a sort of playlist. We could all get experience designing a game as like an actual game and not an unrealistically isolated experience. Now, don't get me wrong, I understand as well as anybody that limitation breeds creativity, but I also believe the limitations in this case breed a metagame, and one that's not necessarily healthy to the whole idea behind Super Mario Maker, which is to be able to experiment with game design and share that experience. Instead of experimenting with game design, it feels more like a tool that's rewarding those who can make the most crowd-pleasing one-off, which I believe is something that can be mitigated with some essential changes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more in the future. A big thanks to my lovely patrons for their continued support. You can see some of their names on screen right now and click the annotation to join them on Patreon. If you want to see more, check out my level head on the Nintendo World Championship levels or the video I did with Todd of Rated S Games on A Link Between Worlds. This has been Sunder, and I'll see you next time.